All I know is that each one of you are putting some grow power on that immortal soul of yours, and you're growing your power. Has anyone ever considered the notion of growing your strengths, to building your weaknesses, to really growing your soul power? Can you imagine how easy it is to feel feeble and weak and a victim and unproductive when you are the most productive? You come from the greatest manufacturing facility in the universe. You come from immortal spirit. So you are ready to go. You never break down, baby. That's just an idea. That's just an idea. Being weak, that's just an idea that's kind of got in there into your brain, and it's usurped the throne of your king, queen, all-powerful, almighty soul. And so we're going to usurp it back, right? We're gonna take our power back is what I'm saying. Good morning, Natalie. I can't tell you, thank you for being on this love line. I was a few minutes late because I was just musing on the power that's within you. I was musing on the power that's just waiting for everyone to access, to really activate the soul power. And how do we activate the soul power? Well, we go into a training camp. We go into a training facility. Because the mind may not like the idea that you're going to build up your soul power, because what's going to mean you're going to put some people out of a job, baby. Hello, Christina. I hope Ninja Warrior Turtle, Robert and Henry are on, because they know what we're talking about, growing your soul power. We're not talking about leaking all of our power in this lifetime, right? And just letting it go out and dissipate into the desert of disillusionment. No, we're not talking about that. To grow power, you need to conserve power. To grow power, you need to concentrate on the source of that power. We need to be sorcerers to source the power that is lighting us up if you want to be lit up. It is lighting you up if you want to realize that you are lit up by source, that you live directly by source. You are 100% dependent on source. Good morning, Nicole. I'm glad you all have put on your Ninja Yoga Warrior Love Turtle outfits and have your swords all sharpened today and are ready to do all that is necessary to grow your soul power today. Huh? Can you imagine? That every thought has an energy field attached to it. It's either negative or positive, right? And when you have a positive thought, it opens up that field, and you draw power. When it's a negative thought, it closes it up, and you lose power. Do you know that every one of your choices today holds an infinite possibility of power? And so if you want to have a choice that's in tune with the source and the divine plan and the truth, thank God for truth. Thank God for truth, Peanut. I mean, thank God for truth. Could you all just maybe consider thanking God all day long for truth today? Because the truth is just amazingly perfect and shiny and powerful right now. So it's just up to us to make those choices and to draw on, the vibration of truth by wanting truth, by being in training for truth, by watching ourselves today like a hawk, being a witness, Breathe and be and witness and watch. Breathe and be and then witness and watch. Watch the battle going on, raging inside of you. Watch the ones who just won't give you 1 inch back of the territory of your mind and the territory of your free will. Just breathe and be and witness and watch this Armageddon that's going on inside of you. That's its main purpose is to drain your batteries, baby. To drain your batteries, to keep you weak. It's like social media. It's like all the distractions that the dark side uses, and the constant distractions and the technology, if not used correctly, is going to destroy us. The machine has taken over, that we have to really watch who is in charge here. Where is my power in this moment? How can I source power in this moment? Well, my God, we talk about it all the time, don't we, Chris Nagy? We talk about it all the time. It's all your chakras hold power. And we've ascribed archetypes there. We've ascribed some pretty bad, what, right in those chakras, man. I like to think of them as just the badasses, that is going to kick butt on the darkness, going to kick butt on your victimhood. It's going to kick butt on just kind of just hanging out today and seeing what happens, right? No, they're training all the time. Breathe and be. And witness and watch. And let's make sure that we can regain some of the territory of our soul divinity today, huh? Even if we're all bloody and we're just bleeding at the end of the day from losing battles, that's still a righteous day, man. Because at least you were in the fight. At least you haven't given over to the routinized, patternized, automatic, what I call the ants. The ants have taken you over. Automatic negative thoughts. The ants. Watch out for the ants, man. And then watch out for the gnats. The gnats are even more powerful because they are gigantic negative automatic thoughts. The gnats, the gigantic negative automatic thoughts. So listen, so we definitely need some training, don't we? We definitely need to have self-imposed training, and then we need training as a collective. And I'm telling you, these archetypes that live inside of you, like you have this soul rebel, this soul rebel at your root chakra who just tends a sacred fire of constant remembrance of the beloved, right? All day long it tends a fire, and so that we can remember to source today, and it just breathes this breath of almighty power of spirit. Yes, it does. And it says, I am you. It never takes this consciousness away from the fact that you and the almighty power, creative power of spirit are one and the same. It's the source of you, baby. And we must remember the source of us, huh? On my soul's altar, on my soul's altar, I tend a sacred fire. I tend a sacred fire of constant remembrance, of constant remembrance, of constant remembrance of spirit. Spirit and I are one. Ram Ram Sita Ram Sita Hare Hare Radhe Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Sita Ram Sita Hare Hare. Now what Ram and Sita represents the soul and the spirit, never apart. They represent two lovers. Sita was a great lover of the god Ram, and so night and day, Ram Ram Sita Hare Rama. And then Radhe and Krishna represent the same thing, soul and spirit, engaged in a relationship where either one of them never take their eyes off the other, because they are really one, obviously, but they got to keep their eye on each other, because this delusion is going to separate you out seemingly and cause all these self-inflicted pains and wounds and miseries and sufferings and heartbreaks and disillusionments and leaking of your soul power, man. Woo! That's what's going to happen. Ram Ram Sita Hare Rama Radhe Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Sita Hare Hare Radhe Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. On my soul's altar, on my soul's altar. Imagine you're huddled up in base camp here, right in the root of your striving today, right in the root of what your purpose is today, right at the root of the source of your power today, right? And you're deciding that you are going to grow your power today rather than lose it and be weak as the day goes on and be more troubled as the day goes on and more full of distractions as the day goes, and then bringing every yesterday's worries onto the pile of today's and having those ants, man. You got to spray those ants with the powerful chemical of your peace. You have to spray the gnats, man, all day long with the powerful chemical of your faith. You have to make sure that those automatic negative thoughts don't rule the kingdom of your powerful, almighty soul today. Doesn't that make sense? So you tend to sacred fire on my soul's altar, on my soul's altar. Right at your root chakra, base camp, base camp. Or did you know you have a base camp? You live in a base camp where you as the sorcerer of source, where you as the soul rebel whose only mission today is for freedom, as a freedom fighter, and to win the battle of those thoughts that you are having, win the battles of being aware or not aware, winning the battles of maybe getting into some oh my beloved breaths of your heart and letting the one intimate lover that lives inside there know that you are about the love, that you are always about the love. You've always been about the love, but of course you may have forgotten about that. So we're going to awaken this Sanskrit word called Smriti, which is called divine memory, and we're going to be at base camp. We're not going to run off and go to the mall. You know, we can go to the mall, but you better have your Ninja Yoga Warrior Turtle outfit on. You better have your sword out. You better have yourself breathing and being and witnessing and watching, you know, because as Socrates once did, he'd go to the marketplace every Sunday morning only to tell himself over and over and just be so filled with gratitude and happiness of all the things he doesn't want and he doesn't need. He went into the place where usually you're tempted to buy this and buy that, and all it did for him is make him happier and stronger. He was growing his power. He went into that marketplace to see, just to watch, to witness and watch and to see. And he conquered every single thought that wanted him to be drawn out and think that he needed think something other than the truth and the wisdom and spirit, right? So we have a constant remembrance practice today, oh ninjas. We do. Oh, glorious, magnificent Queen and King soul, once more to be, right? I know you think you are whatever you think you are, but stop thinking. Stop thinking so much. Love it. Love some more. Get ready for the fight some more. Put down in your calendar, kids, July 14th to the 16th. Get fit for the infinite you. How we can grow our powers together, how we can lock on to base camp and then into the womb of the cosmic mother bear, where we become her all-powerful, tender-loving mercy baby and forgiveness and self-love. Oh my goodness, right? And we grow the power of the cosmic mother bear, right? She's like that as soon as you forget the truth, because she wants to get your attention before delusion gets your attention and knocks you on the head with another 2x4. Man, that hurts. These dream pains really hurt. They feel very real, don't they? And then, but she's also the cosmic mother bear hug. So you got to make sure you don't leave the cosmic mother bear hug. You need to surrender with humility. Now that is one way to grow power. So one is the constant remembrance of your oneness with the almighty power of spirit. The second is to surrender with humility into the womb of the cosmic mother bear and just let everything go and let her take care of all the little details of your life today. How are you guys doing on that practice? You've heard me talk about it. Do you all want some more training? I'm about ready to initiate another training. Besides that retreat that we're going to have, that's a kickoff. There are going to be physical retreats, but I mean an online training of these 8 ways to source power. I call them the 8 inescapable ways to fall madly in love with your true self. I call them 8 ways to liberation. Hey, don't worry about it. You know, the Buddha had his 8-fold path, and the yogis with Patanjali thousands of years ago, the 8-fold path of yoga. So don't worry about the 8 archetypes of all-powerful soul essence that's in each one of your chakras. Don't worry about that. 8 is an infinity number, you know? We'll get a little locket with on one side of it. We'll wear it right here as the infinity sign, and on the front is the 8. Right there, and we'll wear it right here. We're the magnificent 8 now. And remember, if nothing else of this dream this morning, 8 days a week, I love you. 8 days a week is not enough to show I care. Ooh, I need your love, babe. Yes, I really do. Ooh, I need your love, babe. I know it's true. Right? Eight, eight, eight soul powers. Eight soul powers. Consider the idea of growing your power. I was talking to my wife Trish the other day, and I was saying, you know, I feel this and feel that, and I'm struggling with this a little bit and this and that. She says, cool, because it's all helping you get stronger so you can grow your power. And you know, and it just hit me. It just hit me. How few probably are interested in growing our power, because the delusion wants you to leak out your power, whatever you have left. It's called the chi and the ki. But it's that chi and the ki. You have the Shakti Ma. You got one bad cosmic mother, man. We got the cosmic mother bear in our second chakra, but at your sixth chakra medulla, you have Shakti Ma. Now you can Google anything around Kali Ma, Kali, Mother Kali, Ma Kali, Kali today, and look at all the swords and all the arms she has to slash away the darkness, right? Well, Shakti Ma, she's even badder than Kali Ma. The Shakti Ma is that cosmic energy coming in that needs to activate you, because she's also the cosmic Om, and she needs to activate every cell of your body, because if the cells of our body are all drugged out, how are we going to have the energy to consider any of this really, right? So Shakti, cosmic energy. Shakti, cosmic energy, right? She's Shakti Ma. This is why I wrote this song. She's the Om. If you need a kick start, this is why I wrote this song. Just chant Om. If you need a kick start, think of her. Think of, now why these are archetypes for me, because I visualize a Shakti divine goddess Ma, of my own making. My soul rebel is coming to life. I mean, I'm going to have comic books of all these characters, these archetypes within you, man. These are the soul heroes. You just don't, not just one soul hero, you are 8 soul heroes. You are the Magnificent 8. And you know, the Magnificent 7 movie was those guys against all odds helping out some people who were helpless, and they were really bad news gunfighters, and you know, just really tough hombres, and they took care of the day. They won the day, you know. So we have 8 of that. We have 8 soul powers, my dear, and so I make archetypes of them. The soul hero Love Blaster, oh my gosh, you know, there's a guy, I have a friend that's working on a drawing right now, and there's his belly center right there, because he represents the Arjuna. First of all, you look inside there, and he sketched the chariot with the 5 cent steeds, right? And then out of that was coming all these. You could see all these weapons of the enemy and all these bodies flying because of this love blast, this light blast coming out there, right? And that's the Arjuna. That's the Arjuna love blaster, man. So listen, you know, when you are really, really hurting, you got to call on the Love Blaster. You got to call on the Love Blaster, man. You got to call on your soul power, and you got to blast away those demons that are causing you to identify with that hurt so much and the pain so much, right? And that is why, if nothing else works, we're together online more, or in our training camps, or in our Get Fit for the Infinite You trainings, in our Love Force Academy boot camp ongoing training, so you can be certified to be one badass soul rebel. All right, do you guys read me? Can you hear me today? Huh? Can you? Would you please give me a hoot, give me a holler if some of you are interested in jumping right into this training, like not waiting till tomorrow, because I don't think you really know if you have tomorrow or not. I know. I think maybe if that's spelled right, Sophia, thank you. You're maybe new on this love line, but man, I could feel your power, and I know that there's some people on this line this morning that just ain't going to mess around with delusion. You know, as Sri Yukteswar Yogananda's teacher said, don't let the frogs of sense weaknesses keep kicking you around. Okay? And then, so listen, I want to read you some words, and I'll have this chant I'll have to work on this chant. I used to play it all the time. You know, Yogananda is such a trip. And by the way, on Sunday, I'm going to give a whole afternoon in Cardiff on the teachings of Yogananda. I probably should travel the world and do that. If anyone's local and wants to come out to Encinitas, right down, there's the next town, Cardiff, and I'm going to be talking about Yogananda's teachings on Sunday, you see. Something up on my Facebook about it. But the guy's a total absolute rebel. He's all of these things I'm talking about. Any great master, Hafiz, Rumi, all these people, man, if you're in a room with them, you just get blasted. You know, you get life blasted, you get love, you get light torched, man. You get the shocktified, you get it all. If you get the hugs, you get the warmth and the tenderness of the mother bear. Oh my God, you get it all. Okay, so he has this chant called Swami Ram Tirtha's song. You ready? Can I read this to you? I know Laura got to keep talking it up, but you know, we're going to have a little boot camp training because you know, you just don't talk about the masters. They don't want you to just talk about them. No, they don't care about what you do or what you say. They're wondering what you aren't doing, that you need to be doing, you know, and that is in soul training. In boot camp training, that's what they're caring. So when we talk about Yogananda on Sunday, Laura, you know, we're gonna put some stakes down, some spirit flags down. We're gonna work on that foundation of a whole new way of being. Because after 4 hours of sharing Yogananda, if we don't come out of there with flames coming out of our eyes and light just torching all the darkness around us and love blasting, then we've missed the whole point. We can't miss the whole point anymore. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm a little fired up this morning. Sometimes my 7 planets in Aries get a little bit hot, you know, under the skin. Listen to what he says. Swami Ram Tirtha. Here's our soul rebel. Here's our soul rebel song, okay? None can atone me. Say, who can injure me? You know, no one's going to be able to comfort me. None can atone me, none make me right or wrong. Who would injure me? The world turns aside to make room for me. The world turns aside to make room for me. I come, O blazing light. I come as blazing light. The shadows must flee. Doesn't that sound like our love commando? Shh. I come, O blazing light. All shadows must flee. Don't you love this guy, Swami Ram Tirtha? If you do, you're loving the power in you. If you do, you're going to love to grow that power, kids, which means totally the opposite of what most people are doing and what most people are into on this planet. Yes, you will have to be one out of thousands of millions to grow this kind of power. But you are 1 out of thousands of millions. All of the thousands of millions are, but many of them aren't going to be interested for a while more, okay? I hope you might consider being more interested in your spiritually growing your power, man. I really do. I come, O blazing light, the shadows must flee. Hail! O ye ocean, divide up and part. You know, you're gonna part the ocean with your power. Hail, O ye ocean, divide up and part. Or he says, or be parched up and scorched up, be dried up, depart. I don't care if you divide this way, or I'm just gonna parch you up because I'm blazing light fire. I'm gonna parch you up, I'm gonna scorch you up, and I'm gonna dry you to depart. Swami Ram Tirtha, baby. Oh, the soul rebel, man. I love him. I love me. I love this me. And that doesn't mean that it's always this way. No, this means humble. Humble and surrendered into the cosmic womb of Divine Mother. This means just humbly releasing your thoughts and feelings, or powerfully releasing your thoughts and feelings and mortal desires and everything into the infinite flames of the spirit fire bliss, right? Just throwing yourself in. Burn, baby. You should have a little note in something. Write on the burn. Burn it. Just write 2 words. Burn it on the palm of your hand. Just burn it. Whatever's coming up. You know, breathe and be and witness and what? Burn the thought. Burn the feeling. Burn the thought. Burn the desire. Burn it, right? And then remember this almighty power as an awakened king and queen soul who just represents this incredible happiness and abundance and prosperity and everything that is really not of this world, that is a forever anyway, to just hold that consciousness. Do you see? You know, I love my wife's approach in her teachings, which say that the higher self point is about 12 and 14 inches above your head. The yogis say the soul rests in your cranium. So, you know, really whatever, right? But they say their higher self, and they even make a distinction between higher self and soul. That's too complicated for me, you know, to get too metaphysical. But it's cool to consider your higher self point is, you know, it's just 14 inches above your head. And it's like this little spaceship, but it's drawing, or a satellite's drawing infinite power from spirit. And it's all that power is right there. Same thing as we say as our soul in their crown is all filled with that power, right? It's all the same. But imagine that you are drawing your power from yourself, from your higher self. Would you ask your higher self to go out today? It wants to go out with you. It wants to spend every moment of this existence with you. Could you allow your higher self to give you some good advice today? Could you snuggle up with your higher self, kids? Right? Get on a plane, Brooke. Life is too short. Have a drive, man. 7 hours, 8 hours away, Brookie. I'm just kidding you. I'm kidding you. We'll make something happen online then. We'll get our training camp going online, right? So yeah, so look at you right here. You just tune into your higher self. I mean, are you a little tired and frustrated with your lower self a little bit? Huh? How about your higher self? Much better deal, much better bang for your buck, baby. None can atone me. Say, who would injure me? None can atone me. Say, who would injure me? Beware, O ye mountains, stand not in my way. Beware. Now, if any mountain's in the way, maybe a molehill's in your way, right? I get stuck on these little things. You know, the big things, it's not, I don't, you know. But sometimes these little things, they bug me. That's what being bugged means. The little bugs, man. You know, these people that were in underneath the ice, this Admiral Byrd, and they went underneath the Antarctic, and they spent in an ice cave for so long, and they were like, you know, powerful men. I mean, obviously, to live in an ice cave in the middle of nowhere, you know, there's just danger everywhere, and it's freezing cold. But you know the things that almost drove them to insanity, where they wanted to kill each other, or these little, like the way a guy scratched his face. Can you imagine being in close quarters underneath an ice cave for days upon days upon days? Or the way that somebody, you know, just talked, or the way that somebody had his little habits going, or snored. Ah! It's the little bugaboos, right? So we're going to say that the little bugaboos, or as Ram Tirtha says, beware, O ye mountains, stand not in my way. Beware, O ye little bugaboos. Stand not in my way. Your ribs will be shattered and tattered today. Your ribs will be shattered and tattered today. This is my favorite line in the ashram was, hello, Steve Ford. Hello, Sharam. There's a good one today, buddy. We're growing some power today. We're not leaking any, man. We're growing our soul power. We're growing our spiritual power. But that means that you've got to be pretty focused on growing your spiritual power and not letting the world pull all your energy out and drain you like a battery, just like that, man. You know? So, this is my favorite line. Friends and counselors, pray waste not your breath. Friends and counselors, pray waste one breath on me. Pray waste not your breath. Take up my orders, devour up your death. Take up my orders. I'm Sri Ram Tirtha. I am Soul Rebel. You take up my orders, devour up the death of your littleness and your victimhood and all that stuff, right? None can atone me, say who would injure me. This guy's bad news, isn't he? None can atone me, say who would injure me. Oh, then listen what he loves to do. I ride on a tempest, astride on a gale. I ride on, the next storm, you know. I think that guy who founded all those national parks, you know, I can't think of his name right now. And he's famous, man. You know, you'd climb up on trees and be blowing and just lightning striking. He'd go, yeah! That's this guy. I ride on the tempest, astride on a gale. My gun is the lightning, my shots never fail. He's got lightning, you know, I can see him holding lightning bolts and firing them out, just releasing those things like weapons right into, shots never fail. My gun is the lightning, my shots never fail. I chase as the huntsman, I eat as I seize. Then he's just chasing anything and everything as a huntsman. I eat as I seize. What? The trees and the mountains, the lands and the seas. He's eating the trees, the lands, the mountains, and the seas. He's eating the mountains, the land, and the seas. That's what he eats. He chases as a huntsman because he is an almighty, powerful immortal, huh? How do you like this for a little video game, Henry and Robert? Huh? How about you, Steve Ford and Sharam? You willing to play a video game of truth now? Huh? Are you ready to operate from your soul ninja little underneath that turtle with all this divine equipment and all these powers? Are you willing to let go of buying into this dream delusion? Really, honestly? Haven't you getting a little worn down, huh? Is the body getting younger? Well, there is a way to have the body getting younger, and that is to grow your power. All right. So then he says, none can atone me. Who would injure me? I hitch to my chariot. He's got a chariot, flies through the sky, better than Santa Claus at Christmas time, man. I hitch to my chariot the fates and the gods. In the voice of thunder, I proclaim it abroad. I hitch to my chariot the fates and the gods, and in the voice of thunder, I proclaim it abroad. Howl all ye winds. Crack, crack of the lightning and the thunder. Boom, you know. Hail, howl all ye winds. Blow, bugles, blow free. Blow, bugles, blow free. You know, the music of the spheres is blowing these bugle sounds throughout the cosmos, right? Throughout the universe, echoing in the caverns of endlessness, right? Blow, bugles, blow free. Here is his final line. Liberty, 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 Om. Liberty, 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 Om. Liberty, liberty. What does liberty mean, boys? Freedom. Girls, freedom. Men and women, freedom. Immortal souls, freedom. Liberty, 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 Om. Liberty, 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 Om. Back to the song. When you need a kick start, just chant Om. When you need a kick start, in the you know what, just chant Om. Om. Okay. Let's grow our power by chanting the Shakti, the cosmic Om, the cosmic energy. The Om, the great manifester of everything in creation, all right? Chant with me. Om. Everyone be singing from a place of that soul rebel that's in your base camp, that is just building a sacred fire of remembrance today, that is huddled up with all his courage and all her strength to source from the source today, from that higher self point, right? Or from King Queen Soul living in your cranium, and never letting the idea that you are separated for 1 second today from all the power of this universe and then some, from all the love you could possibly dream about and then some, from all the peace that you could and even imagine and then some, all right? Not one moment, not one breath going to go by today. This is a Swami Ram Tirtha. This is that rebel soul of yours. You are this, okay? You're not who you think you are. You're not anything this world is doing or saying right now. Everyone. Are you there with it? Are you there with yourself right now? Are you there with your all-powerful little self? Or is that enemy already in your mind right now and you're not singing, you don't get it, and it's this and that, and you have something else to do? This is what I'm talking about, man. You don't have to wait for a workshop or retreat. The battle is on right now inside of you. And every minute it is in this mortal existence. Remember, you don't live in a mortal place. You don't live in a place of change. You are changeless. You are absolutely infinite. Come on, courage. One, two, three, four. It activates the Holy Spirit. It activates the Holy Ghost. It activates the Holy Spirit. The Om does. It activates the Holy Ghost. It activates the Holy Spirit. It activates the Holy Ghost. It activates the Holy Spirit. It activates the Holy Ghost. Come on now. Om Shakti Shakti Om. Om Shakti Shakti Om. Om Shakti Shakti Om. This Ma Shakti, this Shakti Ma that lives here. Oh, is she ever a goddess warrioress? Man. Woo! Wait till these characters come to life. Wait till they become all these famous books and children's books and Marvel movies. And just wait. Just wait. Om Shakti Shakti Om. Yeah. Om Shakti Shakti Om. Om Shakti Shakti Om. Om Shakti Shakti Om. It activates the Holy Spirit. It activates the Holy Ghost. It activates the Holy Spirit. It activates the Holy Ghost. Sing. It activates the Holy Spirit. It activates the Holy Ghost. It activates the Holy Spirit. It activates the Holy Ghost. Sing with me. Om Shakti Shakti Om. Just for your day, my friend, my soul friend, my soul rebel, who I hope that we can fight together and get in this circle and this unbreakable bond between souls, right? So I'm just, for your day, for your sake today, there is no tomorrow. That there is a greater fire underneath you today. There is a greater urgency within you to stay absolutely connected with the source power of your life. That it is non-negotiable anymore to forget the truth, for God's sake. Right? Come on. We're forgetting the truth all the time, and we're making this madhouse seem like a reality. It's like one flew over, or millions flew over the cuckoo's nest, for heaven's sakes. Om Shakti Shakti Om. Om Shakti Shakti Om. Activates. It activates the Holy Spirit. It activates the Holy Ghost. It activates the Holy. Hello, Zarina. It activates the Holy Ghost. Everybody. Om Shakti Shakti Om. Yeah. Om Shakti Shakti Om. Feel her. Om Shakti Shakti Om. Right here to Medulla. Om Shakti Shakti Om. Sing with me. Om Shakti Shakti Om. Feel the power. Om Shakti Shakti Om. Imagine it. Om Shakti Shakti Om. Non-negotiable focus. Om Shakti Shakti Om. I am a holy activator. You're activating right now, man. I am a holy activator. We are a holy activator. I am a holy activator because I am Om, right? I am a holy activator. Come on now, let's go. Om Shakti Shakti Om. Feel it. Om Shakti Shakti Om. Om Shakti Shakti Om. Om Shakti Shakti Om. I am a holy activator. courage. Om Shakti Shakti Om. Feel that soul. Om Shakti Shakti Om. Om Shakti Shakti Om. Om Shakti Shakti Om. Om Shakti Shakti Om. Relax, close your eyes. Feel every little cell of your 27,000 trillion million of them, billion of them, dancing and skipping in the streets. Because your cells are feeling that they finally are going to be set free. Your mind and all those thoughts are dancing too. Because your mind wants to give you what it's really made of, cosmic consciousness. It wants you to forget the thoughts and remember the consciousness. Your heart is just so on fire right now because it is about the love that loves you. It's inside your heart, oh spirit heart beloved. The beloved of all hearts lives inside your heart. And it wants you to come home today. It wants you to love your heart today like you've never loved your one beloved inside your heart ever. And your immortal soul is saying, I'm captain. I'm the ruler of you. I am the infinite spirit, flames of immortal bliss. And I want you, O ego. I want you, O sensory desires and temptations. I want you to surrender your weapons of mass destruction, which causes you just energy leaks and suffering and victimhood and such pain. I want you to surrender now into the flames of immortal bliss. Receive a big breath. Fold your hands and bow to this ever-growing power of your soul, now reigning supreme within you in the crown chakra. We bow. Have a great rest of your forever.